Hello, General here. There's something pretty important to me that I wanted to cover today. It's about animals. A couple days ago, I got into a YouTube fight. I know, dumb as can be, but this subject really hit me hard. I was talking to this person, and they mentioned that they are one of the only sane people left. I guess that's what it was. That knows that animals don't have souls or emotions. And I hated that. It really got to me when they mentioned that. And I know that there's a lot of animal haters out there, and it's very troublesome to know that. We give so much to this earth, you know, but yet it gives a lot more back. It gives us our clean water, it gives us, everything we need to make homes with. It gives us, our beautiful landscapes. Without the earth, we'd have nothing. And animals are a part of that ecosystem. In the ecosystem that is our earth, these animals are suffering in many ways. And we eat a lot of animals. Not me personally, I'm a vegetarian. But for those people that do eat animals, it's a sacrifice for them. And sometimes they are poorly treated before they are slaughtered. Sadly. And I don't know. It's the usual comment of, how would you feel if you were locked up and tortured for days on end, pumped full of hormones, pumped full of this and that, and in dirty living conditions, and then you were taken to be slaughtered? You think that animals don't have a soul. You think that they're, don't have emotions and they don't feel like humans. Cows cry when they're sent to the slaughterhouse. They cry when they're in pain. Animals do feel emotion. Animals do have souls. And it's not right to think that they don't. They're living things on this earth, just as we are. And, without them, our whole ecosystem would crumble. It's all part of a process. The deers, they eat the grass. Then when they die, their body is decomposed into the ground, giving us more grasses, giving us more plants, giving us, the vegetables that we eat. And, it's a process. Animals are killed for food in the wild. A lion will hunt a zebra. But it's not like humans. In a lot of ways, humans are really greedy. They kill for food, but they also kill just for the pleasure of it, which is sickening. Absolutely sickening. Kill what you need to survive. You know, this mass production, this continuous, torture of animals before they are killed has to stop sometime. And no, I'm not telling everyone to become a vegetarian. I'm not doing that at all. I'm just saying that it's cruel. It's, if you're going to eat meat, if you're going to, eat all this stuff that, pertains to animals and, will put animals in danger or whatever it may be, do it quick, do it precise, and take only what you need. It makes sense to me, because animals do have feelings and animals do suffer just like you and me. And for anyone that thinks that they don't, you really gotta take another look at your ecosystem. Because it's not true. Animals do feel. I apologize for this rant. It's just something that is very close to my heart. And it hurts when people say things that aren't true and that I know aren't true about animals. Why would they love their family units if they didn't have emotions? Why would they care for each other if they didn't have emotions? Band together as a pack or as a group or as a family. Elephants, they come back. It'll be years and years later, and they'll come back to an area where a fellow elephant has died, and they will take a moment to mourn at that elephant's grave site. They have an amazing memory. How could you not think that that animal has a soul and an emotion? They will mourn, they will toss dirt in the air, they will cry for a while, and then they will stand there in silence, holding trunks or tails. It's a very emotional thing. It's a very human thing. And they were here before us. They have been here for a long time before us. So please, just remember that they have emotions too. They fear, they love, they have souls. And for all you know, if reincarnation is real, and for those that believe it's real, for all you know, that soul could be someone you knew in a past life. It could have been your mother, it could have been your sister, it could have been your brother, for all you know. And they have come back to this world in an animal form. That's what I believe. But please just remember, animals are here too. And they need our help in a lot of ways, because there's so many suffering out there. They need love, they need attention. And we need to stop wiping them out, because our whole ecosystem will crumble if we don't. We too will die if we don't stop this. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. please remember them. Don't forget about them. Thank you.